Timmy with the big league find. How's everybody doing? Okay. So check this out. I know what's in this box. We generally don't do it that way. We broke this box in the past. It says 1960 Fleer set. It's one of my favorite boxes that we have broke because of the surprises I found inside here. I just want to share it with you again. That's it. Because it's that good. Okay? Ready? Let's get after it. Here we go. 1960 Fleer baseball set. We're opening it up, and there is just a ton of cards, and obviously it's the 1960 Fleer set. So, here we go. Y'all know the 1960 Fleer set is based, I believe, on almost all Hall of Famers. Okay? So here we go. Ready? Right out of the gate. Walter Johnson, Sam Rice, Herb Pennock, Mel Ott, Lefty O'Doul, Johnny Mize, Bob Feller, Gabby Hartnett. We just saw a Walter Johnson card. How about that? Walter Johnson is a hell of a pitcher. Unbelievable pitcher. Ready? We will continue. Chuck Klein, Tony Lazzeri, Yankee great. Yep. Al Simmons, Marty Marion, Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins was a hell of a ball player. Rabbit Marinville, right? Luke Appling, unbelievable. Joe Medwick. I remember Luke Appling. My dad knew all about Luke Appling, and we saw him in a hotel. This is a long time ago. We saw him in a hotel. It was either in Toronto or Montreal, and my dad had a ball, and he's like, go get his autograph. And I'm like, who is he, Dad? Who is he? And he's like, he is an unbelievable ball player. Go get him. And I went over there, and thank God. That's what my dad did, though. He made me chase people that I had no idea. How many Duke Schneider autographs do I have? Tons. You want to know why? Because my dad loved, and he knew Duke Schneider, and he watched him play when he was a kid. You know, how many Hank Aaron balls do I have? A lot. Sandy Koufax, a lot. Because those were the people that my dad fell in love with. It would be like me and my generation and the George Bretts, and the Rod Carews and the Tim Raineses and the Ricky Hendersons and the Dave Winfields and all those unbelievable stars that transitioned into the 70s and 80s. But let's keep going. Here we go. Let's do it. Eddie Barrow, Mickey Cochran, hell of a player, hell of a catcher. Jimmy Collins, Zach Wheat, George Sisler, ball player. Connie Mack, unbelievable. I think Connie Mack was an incredible manager, if I remember correctly. Clark Griffin. So Louis Boudreau, Ernie Lombardi, Henny Manouche, Walter Johnson again. There's another Walter Johnson. I forget that. Chief Bender, Roger Brusnahan, and I know he's in the Hall of Fame, yep. Mordecai Brown, Tris Speaker, Archie Vaughn, Nap LaHoy, Christy Mathewson. You guys have seen it. We've got a Christy Mathewson tobacco card graded, a PSA graded. Carl Hubble and Grover Cleveland Alexander. Boom! Check this out. Babe Ruth. Look at that card. Come on, man. A Babe Ruth card. I don't care. 1960, whatever. It's a Babe Ruth card, and it's vintage. Let's go. Next up, Ty Cobb. How freaking cool is this, right? Who's next? Sweet Louis Gehrig. How cool is that? Next up, Ted Williams. I feel like I'm an announcer. Another Mordecai Brown, Carl Hubble, Judge Landis, Harry Hellman, John McGraw, Huey Jennings, right? Hal Newhauser, Waite Hoyt, Ford Frick, don't know some of these guys. Kiki Kuehler, I actually have heard of Kiki Kuehler. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. Paul Wayner, Pie Trainer, another hell of a ball player. Hell of a ball player. Lloyd Wayner, Bobo Newsom. How cool is that? What a great name, Bobo Newsom. He actually looks like a pitcher. I gotta believe. Earl Averill, Warren Giles, and Ralph Kiner. Ralph Kiner, Bing Miller, Joe Tinker. That's a thing. I think that is he part of the Tinker to Evers to Chance? I wonder if he is part of that. I believe he is. Joe Tinker. He's got to be. Tinker. What the hell? Like, how many Tinker names can we have? But I got to believe he's part of that. Frank Baker, Paul Derringer, Cap Anson, hell of a ball player, Jim Bottomley, Eddie Plank, Cy Young. How about that? Look at that. Hack Wilson, Ed Walsh. There's Frank Chance. Tinkers to Evers to Chance, right? So there's Chance. Desi Vance, Bill Terry, Jimmy Fox. Wow, Jimmy Fox. Oh, check that out. The Honus Wagner. Not the Honus Wagner that we all want, right? But this is Honus Wagner. Unbelievable. Red Ruffing, Lefty Gomez, Branch Rickey. There he is. Right? Branch Rickey. Unbelievable. Love it. Ray Shulk, Johnny Evers, Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Nice. Charlie Gehringer, Burley Grimes. Love it. Lefty Grove, Rube Waddle. That pulls up the reins on the 1960s. But I did want to share something with you. I recently saw a really cool video on Antique Roadshow, and this woman found a box of 1948 Leaf, and she was an older woman, and they were her dad's, and she brought them in, and it had like 4 Jackie Robinsons, Joe DiMaggio's, Babe Ruth's. They had like Stan Musials, and I think about that. Like, how many more unsurfaced collections are there out there? Right? That's pretty cool. Okay. Dave Bancroft. That's, I think, a 1960, it's another Fleer set. It's a 1960 Leaf, and it's Frank Larry, Walt Marin, Glenn Hobby, Joe J, Tom Borland, Billy Tuttle, Jim Owens, Julio Becure, Jerry Lynch, Jerry Lumpy, Jack Sanford, Hal Smith, John Gabler, Dave Sisler, Vic Power, hell of a ball player, Bobby Perky, and Bob Grimm. Now we're going to come up on when I opened this for the first time. I had no idea that these were in here. What I'm about to show you is so freaking cool. Here we go. Boom. We found these Mickey Mantle autos, and look at what we found. A 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle. How freaking cool was that? A 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle in a box. No rhyme or reason, just sitting there. And then we just found it surrounded by Mickey Mantle autos. And just look at this. With certificates of authenticity. I know in today's day and age, those don't mean much, but I can tell you right now, I have had two Mickey Mantle experts look at these, and they have told me that these are real Mantle autographs. He sat with somebody and he autoed these, and they then ended up in this box, with a 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle. How freaking cool is this? Right? Right? This is so flipping cool. And I love this box because it is the antithesis of this collection. It literally, we find a box. I find this box, it's handed to me, and I look through it, and I'm like, oh, wow, 1960. I have no idea what's on the back. And I find this 1960 leaf, and then I pull, and there's these mantles, auto mantles, and, you know, in a 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. If this is the second time seeing it, I hope you enjoyed it again. If it's the first, I hope you enjoy it because this is awesome. You guys be great. By the way, subscribe and follow us. Go to our other platforms. Check it out. We're breaking. We do all kinds of fun stuff. And that's what we're doing with this, man. We're just having fun. You guys be great. Take care.